What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about what's in my game day bag. This is the bag I'm using. First things first, you can see some little tags on here. Those are actually some pins from my national team games. You can see Norway, Switzerland, I think that's Poland, some here, Slovakia, Hungary, Bulgaria. And of course also a pin for the Austrian national team. So that's the bag I'm using. It's from Puma, if you couldn't see. And of course also probably what you're wondering most about is which shoes I'm currently rocking. And my current game day shoes, we actually have a game today. It's the last preseason game, is the Nike Book 1. You know, I really love this shoe. If you've been following my channel, you know how much I like them. They fit my feet perfectly and I really like the cushioning setup. Very comfortable in the heel, which helps me with my Achilles pain, and nice and low to the ground, which is important for a shooter like me in the forefoot. And I actually just got another pair of the Book 1. You can see I haven't even unboxed them yet. By the way, the box is also really cool. You can see one here in the background as well. And this is the brand new colorway that came out. I got them from Kicks. So a big shout out to them. Let's open them up together. And as you can see, it's the Book 1 in the Python colorway. I gotta be honest, at first I didn't like this colorway too much, but it has really grown on me. And I absolutely love the Python skin upper with the gum outsole and the white midsole. In my opinion, looks really clean. I'm not gonna wear them today because they do need some break-in. Just by comparing the sizes of the toe box, for example, you can see that my feet have really widened these out. I've been using them for quite a while and these are still a bit more narrow. So that's why I'm not going to use them today, but I'm actually thinking of wearing them in the first regular game of the season. So let me know if I should go with the pair that I've been using for a while or if I should switch to the Pythons. And something I'm also interested in, let me know what is your current go-to shoe when it's game day. In all the excitement of talking about my new Book 1 colorway, I completely forgot to add like the second most important thing after my basketball shoes into the what's in my bag video, and they are actually my ankle braces. They're from Better Guards. This is the Better Guard 2.0. I also tested the 1.0, and essentially what makes this ankle brace so special is that you have a normal range of motion until your ankle is put in a critical situation, meaning like the potential of an ankle roll. And this is when this little thing here, which is called a mini piston, activates. And as you can see, if I pull here normally, it lets me pull it out very easily and softly, but if I go fast, I can't pull it out. And so essentially that's what happens when you roll your ankle. This is the movement that your ankle would make. So this piston, if you just bend it normally in a slow way, there's no problem. But if you do it quickly, it stabilizes your ankle and holds it in place and thereby prevents ankle rolls. It's worked perfectly well for me. This is my first full season of playing with them. I got, as I said, the 1.0 in the middle of last season. Didn't want to make the switch from my old ankle braces, which were the McDavid 195. Now back to the rest of the video. Some basics, my phone of course, here with a really nice case I just recently got. Background picture, me and my mom during my first national team game. Of course I also have some headphones. These are the Sony, I think WH-X4000 or something. My girlfriend is currently using them while I'm recording, so I can't show them off, just can show off the case. And some other basics that are always in there is if we're having a home game, I have like a shaker and protein powder and creatine in the locker room. If it's an away game, I do like to use this little plant-based protein from Alpro. I hope the camera can focus. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just really like to do it. I'm vegan, if you didn't know. That's why I'm using a plant-based protein. It's helped me a lot in competing. So I always have that either in the locker room or I take it for away games. And this is the water bottle I'm using, just a standard bottle. I don't like plastic bottles as much. When they're new, they're great, but after some time, they always start to taste really. My bad, that's actually my phone that's not turned to silent. What I want to say is the plastic bottles, when you use them for a while, the taste just gets, let's say disgusting, that's probably the right word. And with this one, it's pretty nice. Also keeps fluids cold and warm for a long time. That's why I really like to use it. And some other things that are always in there also for practices, not also for game days, are those two things. Those are really essential for me. That's a lacrosse ball, at least that's what we call it in German. I'm not too sure if you also call it that in English. Essentially, it's very bouncy. You can see, like if I go back a little bit and I put it up here, it's a very bouncy small ball. And it's great for rolling out the bottom of your feet and also the hip areas. I'm going to put some videos on screen for you to see which exercise I'm doing with it. And I really highly recommend it. I bought it off Amazon. It's like €8 or something. It's really, really cheap. And it's so versatile. You can use it, as I said, for your feet, for your hips, but also if you don't have anything else to roll out, or if you have some other areas in which you're sore, you can also use it for your back, shoulder blades. It's just overall an amazing thing and really helps loosen up your muscles. Apparently it also gives you energy if you use it before the game for your feet. I just like the feeling. I just feel a little bit more alive and woken up and ready for a game. So that's why I do it. And the second thing is this band. I actually used to have two. I lost the smaller one, or the softer one that's not as strong. This one is actually quite heavy. And I also use it to warm up my feet before practices and before games. I do some exercises for my ankles, for my calves, and also for my hamstrings. Also going to put some videos of that on screen just for you guys to have a better idea of how I use it or what I use them for. But I can also highly recommend it. It was about €20. So, and it really helps you warm up well. You can also even use it for strength training if you don't have a gym membership. I even sometimes do my upper body day outside in the park. They have like a little CrossFit area there. Just take some bands and you can really do a nice push and pull workout. Now moving on to some other things that are more also there for practices, which are my socks. These are just some standard Nike socks. To be honest, I'm not even sure what they're called. I bought these from Kicks. They have this little basketball with the Nike swoosh here on like over the ankle area. And I just really like them. They don't go up too high, which is something I don't like. I don't like when my socks go up all the way to like over my calves or something. And they also have a very nice sweat absorbing material. They're comfortable on foot and they've been holding up pretty well. I've been using them for practices and for games for about a year now. As you can see, like you've got some standard like issues here on the outside, but apart from that, they actually still look pretty well. The color is still nice and white, so I can recommend them as well. I think the free pack of them was like 15 or 18 euros. I'm not quite sure anymore. They're still available at Kicks, so if you want to get the same socks as me, I can recommend those. And a new thing I'm using this season for the first time is a headband. It's actually from Head. It's like a brand for tennis usually. I don't know if you're familiar with it. In Austria, it's actually really hard to find like stuff made for basketball. I used some like elastic bandana stuff once. I also got some from Kicks, like from Ballaholic, really, really cool brand, but I don't have that one here with me right now. But I do actually prefer just the normal headband, because with those bandana styles or those ninja headbands, it's kind of a little bit annoying here in the back of your head if you have those little knots where you tie them together and it's dangling around while you're playing. I don't like that as much. That's why I switched to the normal headband, and I've actually been playing pretty well with it. So I think I'm going to stick around with it. You can also know, if you've been following me, my hair got longer, let them grow out. That's why I need the headband. Hair following my face, and there's a lot more sweat building up over there. And now for the last two things, they are specific for the game days again. First thing is my mouth guard. I had it custom made. That was actually a bit more expensive. It was like 300 euros, I believe. The reason why I have it is because I've actually bitten through my lip twice already while playing basketball. You can still see a small scar here and one here. First time happened when I was still playing the second league, and I actually also bought a mouthpiece after that, just like one for 20 euros that you put in boiling water and then it confirms to your mouth. I actually never used it because I thought, what are the chances that that happens again? And it happened actually in my first practice with when I got a call up to a national team, which was the under 23 3x3 national team. First practice, I wanted to block someone. He made a pump fake. I was on my way down. He went up, hit me with his shoulder, and my lip like got pushed up to my teeth, and I bit right through again. Played the tournament with stitches. I didn't want to miss my first chance to play for the national team. But right after that, I got a nice and custom mouth guard, and I've been playing with it ever since. I don't use it in practice. I've been thinking about doing it maybe as well, just because there's also high risk, but usually practices are not as intense as games. So that's why currently I'm just using it for game days. And now the last thing, probably also one of the most important things for me, is my compression gear. I used to play with just regular compression shorts with no padding. Last year I had shorts from Game Patch. These are also from Game Patch. You can see, where is the full name here? They sent them to me, so big shout out for that. They make great products, and the nice thing about these in comparison to regular compression shorts is that the padding here on your thighs or on your knees, they have multiple different shorts. They also have just regular compression gear without padding. The padding here will confirm to your body temperature or actually adjust to it. So right now they're still pretty stiff and hard to move, but as soon as you warm up for a game, The material that's used inside also warms up, softens up, and essentially while playing you don't really feel it. My issue with compression shorts was always that they were too bulky, and these don't feel like that at all. I'm not saying that because I'm sponsored by them, it's really the case. They are expensive, I think they're about 100 euros, depending on what thing you want to get from their website, but they really are the best padded compression shorts I've tried ever while playing basketball. They're also way more durable, they don't rip as easily or break open after one hit, and they protect you perfectly well. With that being said, that's all I have for you today. As I said in the beginning, let me know your go-to shoes for the game day. Also some other shoes that you have in your bag or some other things that you have in your bag. I would be highly interested to read your comments. Have a good one and see you next time.